Now students, we are going to study one example how the GST works and the GST chain is there in the business from manufacturer to customer. Let us see one example. Suppose manufacturer of a watch has sold one watch for rupees 200 including all profits to a wholesaler. Wholesaler sold that watch for 300 rupees to the retailer. Retailer sold it to the customer for rupees 400. Rate of GST charge at every stage is 12%. Then how each trader pays GST and takes his input tax credit ITC at every stage of transaction is shown in the following as following in the flow chart. Observe and study it. Now let us study this example. There are 4 words which are very important. The first word, suppose manufacturer, this first word is manufacturer, of a watch has sold one watch for rupees 200 including all profits to the wholesaler. This is second very important word. Now this wholesaler sold the watch to the retailer. This is the first transaction. This is the second transaction. We will study later on. Now the fourth important is retailer. This word is retailer. And this is the third transaction. The rate of GST is very important. ITC means input tax credit we have to find out at each transaction. Now what is manufacturer, what is wholesaler, what is retailer, what is the customer? These are the very important words. This is first word, this is second word, this is third word and this is fourth word. This is the chain of GST. This is the chain of transaction. Now this manufacturer which manufactures any good, now he gives it to wholesaler. The wholesaler transfers it to retailer and the retailer gives it to customer. Therefore, there is a chain between the businessman to businessman, B2B, businessman to businessman, B2B, and businessman to what? Customer. Therefore, there are 3 types of transactions there. Now the rate of GST is 12%. Here the 3 financial transactions took place till the watch from the manufacturer reaches to the customer. Now what is the transaction? Manufacturer to the customer. And in between these two, from top to bottom, there are wholesaler and retailer. Now the GST is 24 rupees plus 24 rupees, that is 48 rupees. It is to be charged because the final transaction is 400 and on this 400 we are charging how much of GST? 12% of GST. Therefore 12 upon 100 into 400, this gets cancelled and 12 4s are 48. Therefore all this process must charge 48 rupees of GST and it will be transferred into 2 parts, that is 24 rupees of CGST and 24 rupees of SGST. This is just final transaction and this much amount must be paid by that customer because the last chain of this transaction is customer. Therefore 48 rupees is collected as a GST from the customer, not by the manufacturer, wholesaler or retailer. Now, but for each transaction, they must have to pay GST on each transaction. As here, first transaction is of 200 rupees. Therefore, 200 charge for 12% of GST, that is 24 rupees. 12 rupees to CGST, 12 rupees to SGST. Here one. First thing, business one to business one, B to B, manufacturer to wholesaler. Cost of watch is 200 rupees. Rate is 12%. Therefore, GST charge is 24 rupees. Now the second party, wholesaler to retailer, and the rate is now of that watch, same watch is 300 rupees. That 300 rupees charged by GST 12%. Again 12 3 are 36. 18 rupees. परंतु या व्यवहारामध्ये दुसऱ्या ट्रान्झॅक्शन मध्ये झालेलं काय आहे हे महत्त्वाचं समजून घ्या की पहिल्या व्यवहारामध्ये 24 रुपीज ऑफ जीएसटी इज ऑलरेडी पेड, has been paid. 12 rupees to CGST, 12 rupees to SGST. Now in the second transaction, the same watch which was earlier 200 rupees from manufacturer to wholesaler, now wholesaler to retailer, that watch cost to be 300. Therefore, we must charge GST on 300 rupees. Rate is 12%. Therefore, that transaction cost till 36 rupees. But before the before this 36 of GST, 24 rupees is already paid. हे भरलेले आहे आणि आता किती भरायचे आहेत 36 रुपये. These 36 rupees which is charged before the first transaction, 24 rupees is already paid. Therefore, we have to pay only 12 rupees like here. Now in the third transaction, 400 rupees, the same watch from manufacturer to customer, it is now of 400 rupees. The rate is same, therefore 400 into 12 upon 100. Again 2 zeros gets cancelled and it is 48 rupees GST, which will be divided into 24 CGST and SGST. But 36 rupees is already paid. Now only 12 rupees we have to pay. Listen again. 24 rupees first transaction GST, 36 rupees second transaction GST, 48 rupees third transaction GST. Means we are not going to pay all 24, 36 and 48 rupees all the GST. We are not going to pay. We are going to pay only 48 rupees. Mind it. Therefore, we have to subtract the difference. 48 minus 36, 36 minus 24. This 24 is the first one. The second one will be 12 and the third one will be 12 and it is divided here. By the manufacturer, the first GST which is paid by the manufacturer is 24 rupees. Here it is 1. Therefore it is 12 rupees plus 12 rupees CGST and GST, that is 24 rupees. By the wholesaler, 24 rupees has been paid already. Now it is 36, therefore 36 minus 24 it is 12 rupees. Again 12 rupees is divided into same two parts, 6 plus 6, that is 12. And by the retailer, again the difference is 48 minus 36, that is 12. It is divided into two equal parts, 6 plus 6, and therefore 24 rupees CGST we are paying, 24 rupees SGST we are paying, and in all 12% of GST is 48 rupees. Listen one thing. These all GST which are paid by manufacturer, wholesaler, retailer, they get it back and it is paid by the customer. One thing you have to remember, you must remember that all GST is paid by customer, though it is paid by in the first transaction paid 24 rupees by manufacturer, in the second transaction 12 rupees by wholesaler, in the third transaction 12 rupees by retailer, but all they get back what they submitted to the government. And when they file their GST return, they get all their GST back, and the whole 48 rupees is collected by the customer. Means the GST is paid by customer only. Now here all the three financial transactions took place in the state. Therefore, three tax invoices were generated as follows. Each tax invoice shows brief computation of GST. Price of watch, SGST, CGST, here 224. Second invoice 300 rupees charged by the wholesaler, 18 rupees, 336 rupees. GST of third invoice, retailer to customer, here it is 424 rupees, 24 rupees, 448 rupees. These are the three tax invoices which will be issued by the manufacturer, the wholesaler and the retailer. This is the GST trading chain, manufacturer, wholesaler to distributor, retailer to customer. This is first chain, this is second chain and this is third chain. And in this way, the GST chain occurs in your transaction. Let us see one example. The example is based just what we have seen in the previous activity. First of all, I read the example. Suppose a manufacturer, again I will underline four important words. Suppose a manufacturer sold a cycle for a taxable value of rupees 400 to the wholesaler, the second important word. First transaction will be between manufacturer to wholesaler. Now what wholesaler is doing? Wholesaler sold it to the retailer, the third important word, retailer, for rupees 4,800 taxable value. Now the third and the last transaction is between retailer and customer. The retailer sold it to the customer. This is the fourth important word, for rupees 5,200 taxable value. Rate of GST is 12 for each chain of this transaction. Complete the following activity to find the payable CGST and SGST at each stage of trading. How many stages of trading are there? There are three stages of trading. First chain is between manufacturer to wholesaler, first trading. Second is between the wholesaler to retailer, and the third one is from retailer to customer. Therefore, and they are just selling and purchasing one cycle. But when the manufacturer manufactures that cycle in his company, the taxable value is 400. The first value of that cycle is 400, and through retailer to the customer it costs 5,200. This is the difference of the cost of one cycle, the same cycle, from manufacturer to the customer. This is the final value of that cycle. Means the third trade from retailer to customer. Therefore, the final GST will be on to 5,200 at the rate of 12%. Means we have to pay 12 upon 100 into 5200. It will be this much. Means for all these three transactions, this much of GST must be paid. Now what is the first transaction that is taking place? Here we have to write down all these, fill in the blanks, complete the blanks. Trading chain. First is manufacturer. Second is, what is? Wholesaler. Third is retailer and the final is customer. The first transaction of 12% of GST for 400 rupees. Output tax of manufacturer. Output tax. This word is again important. How many percent? 12%. 12% on how many? 4,000 rupees. This word output tax is very important. It is paid by the manufacturer. 4,000, this is the cost of that cycle from manufacturer to wholesaler, that is first straight chain of 12% of GST. Therefore 400 into 12 upon 100. We will write here 400 into 12 upon 100. These two zeros gets cancelled and it will be. Again it is divided into two equal parts, that is 240, 240. This is first GST paid by the manufacturer. This is the GST paid by manufacturer. Collected from wholesaler. Now the second chain. Output tax of wholesaler. 12% of 4,800. Because that wholesaler sold to the retailer at the rate 4,800. Therefore 4,800 tax paid by wholesaler, 12 upon 100. This 20 gets cancelled. 98, 9 12 48 and 9. This is 4 5 7 6. This one. Again it is divided into two parts. But what happens now? GST payable by manufacturer. This amount is already paid by manufacturer on the same product. Now the output tax of wholesaler is 576. Therefore the difference is 576 minus 480. That is 6,9 rupees. Therefore that wholesaler will pay 96 rupees, the difference between that first and the second transaction GST. Now the third one is GST payable by wholesaler, output tax minus input tax. What was the output tax? This one, 576, and which is already paid. Therefore the difference is 96, which is here. Now the third transaction, output tax of retailer. Now the same cycle which was manufacturer to wholesaler cost rupees 4,000, wholesaler to retailer cost rupees 4,800. Now that retailer is just selling that same cycle to the customer 5,200. Therefore we have to calculate 12% of 5,200, and again it will be 12 पंचे 60 आणि 2 किती this much. Therefore we will calculate output tax of the retailer. 12% of that is, calculate here, 12 upon 100 into 5200. It will be, again that I have calculated, it is 624. This is the third transaction. Already we have paid GST paid by retailer, output tax of retailer, kiti 24624. ITC of retailer kiti भरला त्यांनी पहिलेचा 576. How many remain? That is minus 576. It will be the last by that retailer here. Now these are the bifurcations of GST. Manufacturer, this one, 240, same as GST, 240. Now 96, this difference. Again, each same half of to each one is to CGST and HGST. How many? 48 and 48. And the third difference is how many? 48. 24, 24, 24. And the sum is, and therefore the GST paid to the central government is, and CGST paid to the state government is. In this way, in the first, in the second, and in the third, these are the three trading positions which are here in this example. Each time we have to calculate by manufacturer, by wholesaler, and by retailer. And the difference is distributed into two halves, SGST and CGST, and the final calculation is of 6 to 4 by customer. When the customer pays the 6 to 4 to the retailer, all the returns are filed by the retailer, the wholesaler, and the manufacturer. They get back their filled GST, and the whole 6 to 4 rupees of GST is paid by customer. Now let us see what are the types of taxes under GST. What we have seen earlier is that transaction is just between the wholesaler, the manufacturer, the wholesaler, the retailer, and the customer within the state. And that CGST and SGST is distributed equally, whatever that GST is. Now there are the types of taxes under GST. The CGST and SGST tax levied for trading within state, that is called as interstate, that we have studied. For those GSTIN holders, those annual turnover is between 20 lakhs to 1.5 crores, they pay CGST and SGST within the special rates. This is very important. This return file of GST is for, or the GST and this very unique number is for those merchants or those shopkeepers, their turnover is above 20 lakhs. They must have this unique number. Is between 20 lakhs to 1.55 crores. Now again this slab is changed. They pay CGST and SGST with the special rates, and IGST instead of this is IGST, tax levied by the central government for interstate trading. Now if there is trading between the two merchants or the two shopkeepers or the two companies of one state to other state, that is from Maharashtra to Punjab and Punjab to Rajasthan, then their IGST comes into force. Therefore, there are the types of taxes, IGST, that is interstate. The second one is composition scheme of CGST plus SGST, that we have seen. Now UTGST means what? We are some union territories are there, the GST which is charged under it. SGST it is the state GST, and SGST it is the central GST. Therefore there are three types of main tax schemes of GST which we have seen.